In today's video, I want to show you guys my top free arcade games that you can get for the Galaxy Watch 4. You don't want to miss it. Up next. Oh, so close. Hey everyone, how's it going? I was just playing some awesome games on my Galaxy Watch 4, and my name is Jeff. If you are new here, I do all sorts of different types of tech reviews, tip tutorial videos, and more. And I'm actually doing a series right now on my top free favorite apps for the Galaxy Watch 4. And today I want to tell you guys about my arcade style games that I recommend getting that are free on the Galaxy Watch 4. Now, these might not be available in all areas depending on what country you're in, but you can search in the Google Play Store for these. I also want to let you know that this video is part of a series of videos I've done on top apps for the Galaxy Watch 4. Apps like my top productivity apps, music apps, gaming and health apps, and more. And those are all linked down in the video description below, or there'll be a card popping up at the end of this video so you can check out some of those other great free apps. But for right now, without further ado, I want to show you guys how much fun you can have with your Galaxy Watch 4 playing some arcade style games. So the first app I want to tell you about is Single Tap Games. Let's jump into this. This is so cool because you're actually getting 4 games in this one app. You have Simon Says, you have Goat Escape, Mini Soccer, and then Candyland. And I'll just run through each one of these games with you. Simon Says, pretty simple. It's going to start off, and if you need to know how to play, it'll even tell you there. There is a sound and a light up button. So as we get going here, it'll continue to get harder as we keep going, and if you happen to mess up and hit the wrong one, that is going to end your game. See how high of a score you can get. If I swipe to the right, that takes me back to this menu. The next game is this Goat Escape, and essentially you're this little goat that's walking along, and as you tap the screen, you have to get things like carrots to feed the goat, and you have to avoid fences. But what's interesting is that you don't just run on this bottom level. As you tap the screen, you also can switch to the top, and I'll show you here as we're running. I ran into the fence up top, so you can see how good I am. But let's see here. All right, so we grabbed the carrot, grabbed another carrot. Ooh, and I managed to get that one and avoid the fence. I also avoided the lion. And as you keep playing, things get a little bit harder. I missed one of those carrots. I get more points here as I'm continuing to get carrots. But that's essentially the Goat Escape game. Mini Soccer is a little soccer game, and you can kind of choose what team you want to be. So let's do England, and tap to start. So I'm going to play. I have to avoid the soccer players with my soccer ball, and I've made it halfway down the field. But essentially, if you make it all, and you get 5 attempts here, I'm just not doing so well. Let's see if I can get around them. I did. Let's see if I can make it to the goal. So if you make it up to the end of the field, then you get to kick and try and get it past the goalie. I was not successful. So, and then I get to start over again. I noticed if you quick slide to the left or the right, sometimes you can make it past them, sometimes not. Let's see if I can do this one more time to get around them. Ha! Go that way. Go that way. All right, I'm up to the goalie again. Let's see if I'm going to make it. And let's try it out. Yeah! Success. So it's cool. You get not only the graphics, but it's also got the sound. That is the Mini Soccer. And then Candyland, essentially you have to drop the different lollipops on the spinning candy without running into any of the other lollipops. And it starts off very easy, and then as you keep going, it gets harder. That was level 1. Level 2, see, I ran into the lollipop, and unfortunately that's it. So for that particular round, I made it to level 2. See how far you can make it. So this is a very cool app. Single tap games, gives you 4 different games in the one app. Lots of fun. Hey, psst, come here real quick. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in every one of the videos on this channel, I hide Tinker, who is our little hidden robot, and he looks just like this guy on my shirt right here. He's going to briefly pop up somewhere during this video, and if you happen to spot Tinker, be the first person to let me know the timestamp or the amount of time into this video that you spotted him popping up somewhere. It's going to be real brief, but if you're the first person to spot him and let me know the correct timestamp down in the comments section, I'm going to put your name on our Tinker Forward Hall of Fame page, as well as I'll give you a shout out in one of our future videos. So the next app I'm going to be showing here is Rontivity, and let's jump into Rontivity. Tap to play, and essentially you are trying to get this red ball to avoid these other balls that keep popping up. And if you run into any of the other balls, that essentially ends the game. So you're going to see how high of a score you can get. I'm at 13. Let's see if I can keep jumping around, and then the balls not only are there now, but they're bouncing around everywhere. So definitely something that takes a little bit of time to get through. Hey, let me know what is your high score here in Rontivity. Let me know down in the comments section below. Can you beat my score of 12? I bet you can. So the next app I want to show you is Cosmo Run, and when we go into this, it's essentially a 3D looking arcade game where you have to get the ball to continue down the path without it falling off the sides. It is challenging and confusing all at the same time. So I'll show you an example. When you tap the screen, it's going to move the ball in different directions. So as I tap to make it go that direction, I continue to just, see, I missed it there. You can kind of get what I'm talking about. I'm going to try again. But essentially you have to keep the ball on the path. Not as easy as it looks. What's super confusing is when it kind of bends the path. I want to tap to make the ball, follow, but it's still on the path. It's just where it actually turns the corners, where you actually have to tap to make the ball continue to turn. And let's see how far I can make it. Oh my gosh. So my best is 14. See if you can beat my score. This is Cosmo Run. Continues to get harder and more challenging as you move through the game. And in addition to my top free app videos that I've done, I've also done some helpful tutorial videos, including the 18 things that you should know and do first with your Galaxy Watch 4. Things like setting up Bixby, installing a Google keyboard, which I feel works better than Samsung's keyboard, as well as all sorts of other cool things to do so you can get more out of using your Galaxy Watch 4. That video and other tip videos on the Galaxy Watch 4 will be linked in my Galaxy 4 playlist of videos down in this video description below. So the next app I want to tell you about is called Touch Round. And if we go into this, this is a race car racing game that you can play on your watch, which I think is pretty cool. It's got the round circuit, square circuit, and then 6 different circuits that you can choose from. I want you to see that the circuits get a little bit more complex as you keep going through them. And I'll just show you an example here. Let's go for a real easy round circuit. When I tap on the right side of the screen, that's going to steer me right and then left. And I'm going to keep going around. As I am driving, if I want to slow down or reverse, I can actually hold the back of the screen. There you see I'm going to go in reverse, and I can go forward again. Oh my gosh, I've completely spun out, lost control of the car. But essentially, now I'm going in reverse. Yep, I've completely just I am failing at this. So you can just back out of it by going back out. But if we do one of the actual circuits, let's choose maybe circuit number 3 and see if we can make it through. Let's see how good I do driving. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can kind of see, whoa, that was a big turn. And whoa, turn there. That's pretty fun. Let's see if I can make it through a complete lap without killing myself. Alright, so there we go. So I was able to make it through that particular course. I broke the clock. My best time, 97 seconds. So you can see if you can continue to get better time on that. If I jump back to the main screen, you can click on the car icon that's on the bottom and then choose from different color cars that have different velocity, agility. Some of them are free. Some of them you have to unlock from mobile and you'll have to buy them. But there's plenty of free options, and this is kind of a fun racing app. I thought maybe I'd be racing against some other computer cars. I don't see any in the app. It's pretty much just you trying to make it through the courses. So still kind of fun, definitely a good time waster, something to keep you entertained. And hey, you can play racing right on your watch. So this is the Touch Round app for your Galaxy Watch 4. And if there's at least one of these games that you have really enjoyed, take a second right now, smash that like button. It does take me a while to make these videos, and by smashing that like button, it helps out this video as well as this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So let's talk about Circle Pong for Wear OS. And if you're familiar with Pong, where you bounce the ball around using that little bar, this is Circle Pong, so a little bit of an added challenge. Let's tap start, and if I tap the screen, that moves the ring bar. It only moves so fast, so you do have to be quick as you're moving it around. My best on Circle Pong is 12, so I'm wondering if you can beat me. Let me know down in the comments what your high score is on Circle Pong, and see if you can keep the ball in that circle. Oh, look at that. I beat 12, and I'm up to 14. 15. So can you beat 16, 17? How high am I going to be able? This is the best I have done. And I noticed the bar was getting smaller as I kept leveling up. So look at that, 21. New best to beat is 21 on Circle Pong. If you can beat that, let me know. So next, let's talk about Snake for Wear. And this is the game of Snake that you can play on your wristwatch. Basically, the snake is going to be moving through the board. What's interesting about this game of Snake is it keeps going, and really the only way to die is if you run into yourself. But depending on what direction you tap on the screen, if I tap up, it's going to go up, down, left, or right. You can keep increasing the length of the snake and gaining more points by eating all the dots on the screen. So you're all fine playing the game of Snake until you run into yourself, and then it's game over. My score on that particular round was 21. Now, if you're looking for more of a challenge, you can increase the speed of the snake. I was playing at like level 6 or speed 6. You can actually go all the way up to speed 50 if you want to give yourself a real challenge on Snake. And here's an example of how fast the snake moves on level 50. So good luck, give yourself a challenge, and enjoy playing Snake. So next, let's take a look at Jellyfish Tap, and essentially you are this little jellyfish that if you hit play, you have to keep afloat and try not to run into any of those bars or pipes that are going to be out there. And I'll just replay again, and it starts right up. You can pause it to give yourself an extra couple seconds to prep yourself, but once you unpause, essentially you have to keep the thing afloat. And not run into anything, otherwise you die. So let's, I'm just going to play this and see how good I do. I make it to 6 yet? I'm at 6. 12. I made it to 13. So back on that main menu under Jellyfish, you get your free Jellyfish. If you wanted to enhance it a little bit, you can unlock some of these other ones, but you do have to buy them. I'm fine playing with the free one personally. So this is Jellyfish Tap. I'd be interested to know what your top score is in Jellyfish Tap. Let me know down in the comments section below. So the next app I want to take a look at is the Where Maze game. I love this one. This might be my personal favorite. But you can go ahead and tap on in, and then when you are ready, essentially it uses the motion of the watch to move the ball around. I just think that's so cool. And you got to get it into the finish hole by rotating the watch. I mean, this is like doing a real world maze. They start off pretty simple, and then they do get a little bit harder. You do have to keep rotating it to get it in there. And you can see, if you want to replay it again, if you can beat your time, see how many stars you can get out of playing the different levels. There's also a timer ticking down up top. So if you can't finish the maze with it in that time span, then it basically yells at you and you die and you are not able to pass that level. Oh, and sometimes, depending on how I'm rotating, I sometimes miss the area where I wanted to go, but this is a lot of fun to check out, and I only got 2 stars out of that, so it expects me to do it faster. I can always replay the level or keep on going. This is a great maze app to keep you occupied and entertained. This is the Where Maze game. So the next app we're going to talk about here is Crown Fronton, and it's a balls bounce game. It's kind of like Pong, where you've got a little bar at the bottom of the screen, but you score points based on how many balls you can keep adding to the game, and it is challenging. So we'll start off here. I'm going to tap one ball, and I'm going to try and keep that in motion. You'll notice I got a point. You score points based on how many balls you can get in the game. So now we're at 2. And I will say it's challenging trying to see it with my finger down there. I'm going to see if I can get 3 of them going. So I lost, and I was able to do 3. I'm going to try one more time, see if I can do better than that first time. Add another ball. Keep that one going. But essentially try to see what your high score is by adding as many balls as possible, and it only lets you add balls after a certain amount of time. Whew, this is hard, but you might be better at this than I am. This is the Crown Fronton Balls Bounce game for the Galaxy Watch 4. So the next game we're going to take a look at is Slab Builder, and it's a stacking blocks game. And let's go ahead and open this up. From this point, we're going to hit play, and you've got 2 different boards to choose from. You've got the one called Square, and you've got Alien Square. And let's just start with Square, and we're going to tap into that. And you can see the blocks on the top of the screen moving back and forth. You want to try and drop it as close to the center as you can. That was just okay. The further off you are, the harder it makes it for the next level to drop. That one was straight on, so that one was good. I'm going to keep going. Notice every time I'm off a little bit, it makes it smaller and smaller for me to drop. So I'm on level 4. I'm still alive on level 5. And I totally screwed that one up, so that is game over for me on that round. That one is Square. Let's go to Alien Square and just take a look at this one. Same ordeal. Let's see if I can beat my previous score. 4, 3. See if I can get past 4 here. Yeah, I'm on 5. Look at that. Can I do 6? I made it to 6, but I don't know if I'm going to make it past this round. Let's see what I can do. Oh, I'm on 7. Yes. And I made it to 8. That is a really small little top. So can you beat 8? Let me know down on the comment section below. But that is the Slab Builder. They also have some other games that you're welcome to check out. You've got the 2 different boards here. Lots of fun to play and challenging as well. So the next gaming app is 4 and Watch, Join 4, or essentially it's Connect 4. And let's go ahead and jump into the app. You have the options here where you can play against the computer, you can play against another person, and you can even change the style. So let's play against the CPU, and yeah, let's see if I can beat him in playing Connect 4. Let's see if I can block him there. I can get one more. Hey! So look at that. I won, and that's essentially how you play. You can play 2 players, so if you want to play against somebody else, you can also change the style. There's like 3 or 4 different styles, different color schemes. If you're trying to search for it to find it, it might be better to just search for Join 4. When I was searching for 4 and watch, it wasn't always coming up. Otherwise, you can search for Toe Cap Games or just Toe Cap and then go down the list of their games, and this will pop up as well. A great Connect 4 version for your watch. So this next app is The Balls Game, and let's go ahead and open it up. You can practice or you can play. I'm just going to play to show you what you do, but you've got your first ball in the center, and you can rotate this by using the arrows. Essentially, you don't want the balls to stack up getting up to that ring, otherwise you are going to lose. Now, if you can match up 4 of the same color balls, they're essentially going to disappear. You'll notice I'm scoring. Ooh, I'm starting to get pretty close to the line there. See if I can get those red ones out of there. And they do continue to keep coming in pretty fast, so I'm starting to build up quite the collection. I don't know how well I'm going to do. I'm up to a score of 18. If I could get a couple more pink ones there, blue ones. See if I can get... I missed that. I am going to die. So game over. Score obtained 18, but that's essentially the balls game. A lot of fun. Another great game to keep you busy on your watch. So this next game is going to be Mines and Gems, and this game has both of those types, mines and gems, in the game, and there is a hole that opens up in the center, and you can see everything floating around here. The hole opens, and then when it does, it allows me to put the gems in that center hole. Let's see if I can get one of them in there. There we go. But essentially, you don't want to get, I don't know if you can see the black and the orange. Those are bad. Those are the mines that are essentially going to end the game for you. So you don't want those. You get points when you get the gems in, and you do have lives. So let me see if I can start over. Let's wait for the hole to open. Okay, the hole is open. Let me see if I can get some of these gems in there. So now I'm up to 2 as far as a score. Let me just keep floating these around. I got to go slow, and this is motion sensitive. As I'm tilting the watch real time, that is what's moving all the gems and mines on the screen. So that is pretty cool. And I did just get a mine in there, so I lost a life. Let's see if I can get a few more to fall in. Too many mines, and I just died. So very fun and challenging at the same time. I love the fact that it is motion sensitive to make everything move inside the watch. This one is Mines and Gems that you can search for in the Google Play Store. So I'm interested to know which one of the games that I talked about in this video did you like the most, or do you play the most? Let me know down in the comments section below, or do you know of a game that I didn't mention in this video? Let other people know down in the comments section below. I personally was impressed with the games that would do different things and be responsive to the actual movements of the wristwatch. I thought that was really cool, but I'm interested to know your thoughts as well. And I do want to let you guys know that I'm releasing weekly videos on my best apps while I'm doing this series here for the Galaxy Watch 4. And if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming weekly videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, and you'll get notified every time I release new videos on this channel. So my name is Jeff, this is Tinker Ford, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Get some games on your watch, have some fun, and as always, be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you in the next video.